We've been speaking of the sequester. You know that because of the sequester, the White House says we don't have enough money to pay those Secret Service guys to guard the hall during those self-guided tours. Well, as it turns out, they didn't lay any of those guys off, but they did close the tours to all of us. However, if you are an elite in Washington, D.C., perhaps you got invited to the president's 5th annual St. Patrick's Day reception last night in the East Room. Hundreds of Washington elites got to eat all sorts of fancy foods and fantastic cocktails and green beer and stuff like that.
And by the way, when you say elites, it's mostly Democratic elites. I mean, we want our president, I believe,
Irish
to be,
Democrat elites.
Well, of course they're Irish. I mean, he did invite sort of it's an Irish who's who to the St. Patrick's Day party. However, we've been talking a lot about how the president needs to reach across the aisle. Perhaps socializing more with Republicans would be good. Maybe this would be a great opportunity to do so. But as I was looking through the names, I was hard-pressed to find a single Republican in the crowd, though there were hundreds.
There are no there's no Irish Republicans.
Well, I don't. Well, yes. Funny you should say that. I just ran into Scott Brown, former senator, in the green room, who said
he would have went.
He went last year. He was one of only 2 Republicans of all the people who were invited. So we can't quite figure out if this was a reaching across the aisle or just a lot of money for a St. Patrick's Day.
Do you know what's
party.
going on, though? It's fascinating to watch. You know, you had a CBS reporter ask the president, how much does it cost to travel to your campaign event in Chicago? And then follow up, how much does it cost to have you golf? And then yesterday, 2 days ago on Wednesday, 2 days ago, we heard, hey, Mr. President, why are you taking a vacation if everybody else is cutting back?
That's right.
How much do your vacations cost? And now you see him having a St. Patty's Day celebration, and he can't get out in front of it because he's taken away things like Yellowstone Park and White House tours.
Sure, and oh, that looks a delicious beer, although it's awfully
Guinness
early.
is good for you.
I'm going to wait until noon. Some of the famous Democrats in attendance last night: Chris Matthews, Patrick Leahy, Joe Kennedy, and Governor O'Malley. They were all invited to the White House, where they were guarded by some of those Secret Service guys who used to actually do the self-guided tours.
Now they have some free time.
Washington's not used to cutting spending. As you can see, it's going to take a while for that to catch up and take effect.